So, hi everyone, joining us on our first episode of Jeff Circle is my financial advisor and a good friend, Francis, and he is an MDRT and Unit Manager for the largest life insurance company in the Philippines today. And he is a fur dad to three beautiful fur babies and a supportive life partner and a loving son and a brother. And here to share his thoughts on financial advisor career. Welcome, Francis. Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, Francis. Thank you so much for taking the time and sharing this. I know you've been very busy. Um, you shared your calendar on your Instagram stories numerous times. I can
Yeah.
tell you're so super busy. Okay. So I guess before we get started, for those who are not familiar with MDRT and Unit Manager, in a nutshell, what do those mean and what exactly do you do as an MDRT and a Unit Manager?
Right. Okay, well, first off, may nangungulit na bata. Teka lang. Say hi. Hi.
Hello, Potpot.
Hi po. Hi, Tita Jeff. Tita Jeff, hello. Ayan. Sige na, baba ka na. Alright. Okay, so MDRT um, and unit manager. Alright, so if you're a life insurance agent kasi, there will be basically promotions, no? So, meron pa rin namang organization sa industry namin. So, in my company, you would start as a life insurance agent, then you'll get promoted as an assistant unit manager, and then you'll become a unit manager. So as a unit manager, your role is aside from being still a life insurance agent for your clients, you'll have a role na as a leader to your agents. So as of the moment, I have around 85 agents under my team. So yun, those are the people that I help then in terms of learning the career, ganyan, and helping them with their clients if they need my help. No? But most of my agents naman, um, they are very well equipped already and very competent na. So yeah, so more on managing. But now MDRT is actually an organization. So MDRT stands for Million Dollar Roundtable. No, so MDRT is actually an organization of life insurance agents in the entire world. No, so sino yung mga pwedeng maging members nito? Um, Basically, those who are doing exceptionally well sa trabaho nila as life insurance agent. So um, there are statistics no that only the top 2% gets to be part of the organization, parang ganon. So itong mga plaques behind me, ayan, itong dalawa. These are actually plaques for MDRT. So every year you actually need to qualify for it. Ayan. So yon. So basically, an MDRT is something that most agents aspire for kasi yun yung pinaka kumbaga rurok na organization for agents. Yeah.
Okay, got it. So, pero, sige, I guess parang MDRT is like Oscars or Tony for for
Oo,
a life
parang ganon.
insurance agent. Pero for that's just limited to to financial advisor folks, or meron bang other lines of business or other professions that can qualify for that?
Um, as far as I know, life insurance industry. Pero when you read the organization kasi parang financial services, no, yung pwedeng sumali doon sa organization. So I guess it's anyone that that provides financial service. But I don't think banks are included kasi eh. So they have their own kasi. So mostly life insurance providers talaga.
Okay. O sige. Pero sharing your own experience naman. So, I've known you for a long time and parang iba-ibang careers yata yung mga na-take mo. Pero you've never been with
Mm,
BPO, parang nag-real estate ka and then eventually you landed on being a financial advisor. So what in a
right.
nutshell, what's the story that made you decide to take this career path? And what made you stick to this career?
So my story is actually very similar to most life insurance agents, no? So I'm actually a registered nurse. So I studied nursing. I took the board exam. I passed the board exam, but I never really practiced the profession. So never akong nag-work talaga sa ospital. And the reason behind that is kasi nung time namin, 2009, ang dami naming nurses. So parang para makapag-work ka as a nurse sa ospital to get experience, no, you actually need to pay the hospital pa. So for me, it did not sit well for me na parang magtatrabaho ako tapos ako pa magbabayad yan. Parang hindi naman yata yun fair. So
Right.
I ended up working with a BPO company. Ayan. So for like 5 years, I think, na BPO ako. So nag-call
Ah,
center ako.
talaga?
Oh,
Hindi ko alam. Anong BPO?
yes. Um, uh, six companies actually. So,
Or,
I can I name names ng mga
oo
kumpanya
naman.
dito?
Oo
Oh,
naman.
sige. My first company was with eTelecare na naging stream. Pero hindi ko na inabutan yung stream. No? So, tapos nagbago rin sila ulit ng pangalan. After eTelecare, I worked with NCO na nagbago rin ng pangalan eventually. And then, I worked with WNS. And then, I worked with Bank of America. And then, Reed Elsevier. Ayan. So, when we met, I think I was with Bank of America, siguro. So, not sure.
Bank of America when we met. So that was
2015? I'm
no.
thinking. What
No.
year did we meet ba?
I think it was 2005. I was working sa
Well, I wasn't. Yeah. I remember. So, I was.
ICT sa may Riverbanks. Pero
We
now,
go way back. Okay. So, kasi ang naalala ko, that was the first time I introduced True Life UK to you, yung
ay hindi.
2015.
Parang
Pero,
long
pero
ago.
nag-meet nga tayo. College pa ako noon, nag-aaral pa ako. So,
Yes, Yahoo Messenger pa nun.
yes. Ayun, so yun. So anyway, after kong mag-work as a call center agent, no, nag-networking din ako actually. So hi sa mga networkers diyan. So mahal na mahal ko mga networkers. Kasi most of my many I have many clients sa networking industry. But anyway, nag-front row ako. Ayan. So, and then I work as a real estate agent. Ayan. And then, during all these times, I was working as a life insurance agent part-time kay Pro Life UK since 2014. Ayan. So, yun yung sinasabi ko na most agents actually start that way na sinasabay nila yung pagiging life insurance agent sa iba nilang full-time work. No? So, now, why did I become a life insurance agent? Mainly because I needed more money. So, yun lang naman talaga yung reason.
Pero isn't it the same with all other parang all kusan ka naman talaga kikita doon ka mag-stick, 'di ba? Pero
Mm-mm.
you have to be honest, not everyone is successful with that industry.
Mm.
Tama.
Oo.
Kasi parang I've seen
Totoo
a
naman.
lot. Kasi parang for someone who personally has a lot of friends in that, who's taking that career path as a full-time job and sometimes even part-time kasi they're also working in BPO and other industries out there. Not everyone sticks. Not everyone stays in
Mm.
that line of business because, well, if ang reason is for you to earn more money, then obviously they're
Yes.
not earning that. They're not earning the money as opposed to the time that they're spending with that. So just to give a glimpse for someone who would like to join and someone who, if ever that we will be able to invite someone to join this career path, what do you think you're doing something differently that made you successful in this line of business?
Siguro I'll share with you why yung I think main reason kung bakit nagkaroon ng switch doon sa how I'm doing the business. Well, because we call it business eh. We invest a lot kasi dito sa industry na to. investing in, improving yourself as an agent. You undergo training, mga ganyan. And then now, for example, in my case, I'm a unit manager, so I'm investing a lot in my team. So, in this business kasi, yung switch happened, I think I would attribute it to, before kasi, back in 2014, the only reason why I was invited to become a life insurance agent kasi I posted something on Facebook na parang I need an extra source of income kasi mahahatak na yung sasakyan ko. Parang ganon. So, a Facebook friend, yeah, well, friend ko din naman siya sa outside of Facebook, pero he saw the post and then he invited me na I'm looking na for an extra source of income. So, ang main reason ko lang talaga noon is I needed money to pay for the car, parang ganon. So yon. When I became an agent 2014, when when I sell 4 cases siguro or 5 cases in a year, parang ganyan, that's already enough to sustain yung pagbabayad dun sa kotse. Parang ganon. Kasi may ibang
So,
work naman ako.
So, monthly amortization ba itong pinag-uusapan natin?
Yes,
Or sinanla mo ba yung
exactly.
kotse at that time?
Well, hindi naman sinanla, mahahatak siya. So, parang hindi ko na kasi siya masustain, hindi ko na siya mabayaran, parang ganon. So, I needed extra, a source of money para pambayad doon. So, on top of my work and income as a call center agent, parang ganon. So, yon. So 5 cases ganyan in a year, enough na yon to sustain yung pambayad nung sasakyan kasi. So that was my reason, that was my why kasi before. Kaya siguro ganun lang yung benta ko. Now, 2017, meron talagang change ng reason kung bakit ko siya ginagawa. So, in 2017, I decided talaga na ProLife UK will be my career of choice. Parang ganon na talaga. And mostly because I saw yung importance din noong trabaho namin as life insurance agent. So, medyo etchos pakinggan. Pero yun yung yun yung totoo eh. Na parang
Yes.
nakita ko na na parang kasi as a millennial, no, parang isa sa mga hinahanap ng mga millennials is yung purpose, ano ba ang effect ko
That's
sa
right.
mundo, mga ganyan.
Exactly.
So dito ko siya nakita. Something na hindi ko nakita sa call center kasi. So, saludo tayo sa mga call center agents, no? Pero ako personally, I felt like yung impact ko bilang ahente lang sa call center, hindi ganun kalaki. As opposed to me doing my work as a life insurance agent, helping other people get financially secure, mga ganyan. And then eventually, nakita ko yung opportunity na if I become a unit manager, there's actually an opportunity to bring in more people to become a life insurance agent as well and actually help them be successful here. And then, nakita ko rin yung side na kapag naging unit manager ako and then eventually I will have my own branch of sa ProLife UK, I'll get to employ a lot of people like secretaries, mga ganyan, messengers, security guards, yung ganon. So ganon na kalayo yung nakikita ko kasi. Something na I didn't see sa ibang industry. So, I guess
Okay.
yun yung siguro medyo iba. Kasi yung iba ang inisip lang is, I'm just doing this para lang magkaroon ng source of income, parang gano'n. So, nagbago kasi.
So, parang what you're saying, nag-change yung reason. Before, the reason why you started and why you excelled was parang you were really grasping for funds to continue paying for your car, kay Sedi, which is binenta mo din eventually.
Yes. Kasi matanda na siya, 10 years na siya
naman.
eh.
Oo naman. And then ngayon, parang it switched to the purpose na you're helping other people. Pero hindi ba dahil if you're a person looking outside of your whole situation, hindi ba dahil nag-shift yung purpose mo because now you are privileged, now you have kasi an ordinary person who is trying to make their ends meet So parang they will not have that kind of purpose because kasi
Mm.
parang araw-araw ang pinoproblema nila is yung pang-araw-araw nila. Parang
Mm.
they would not have that kind of realization na, in order for me to be able to succeed with this line of business is that I need to
Mm.
find my purpose and that this is really need to be my calling. Pero paano kung
Mm.
someone who is aspiring to be successful pero they're really not in that very good disposition in life for them to have that
Mm.
kind of mindset.
Oo. Um, I get what you're saying, Jeff, 'no? Kasi yun naman talaga usually yung tumatakbo sa isip na parang ang hirap lang naman talaga kumilos, ang hirap magbenta, ang hirap mangliyente, ang hirap mag-recruit kung wala ka talagang pera to begin with. Which
Mm.
is, actually which is true. But, with what happened to me kasi, I experienced all of those. No, when I decided to do Pro Life UK full time, I started from scratch ulit. So, what do I mean by that? Back in 2017, I was actually delisted from becoming a life insurance agent. Delisted, basically terminated, no, yung term,
Ah,
layman's
totoo?
term. So, yeah, natanggal ako sa Pro Life UK because of performance. Parang ganyan. So, but towards the end of 2017, I talked to my manager, then manager, unit manager, and I told him na, sir dito, sir ibalik mo ko sa Pro Life UK, and I'll do this full time, and I will build a career out of this. I will become a unit manager in 1 year and an MDRT in 1 year. So that was the declaration, and that declaration was made na from zero, na walang kliyente, na walang recruit, parang gano'n, 'no, na I remember my commission that month, November 2017, was 4,000 pesos. December, it was 8,000 pesos, parang ganyan. So mahirap talaga. Pero kasi nakikita ko where this will be heading if ipo-proceed ko 'to. Na parang, ito yung ano, ito yung puwedeng mangyari. If I get this much client, kasi alam ko na yung kasi nangyari naman siya in the past years. Yun nga lang, yung benta ko ng isang buong taon, gagawin ko ng isang buwan, parang gano'n. So, sabi ko, if I'll be able to do that, then I'll be able to duplicate my yearly earning from ProLife UK ng monthly instead of yearly, parang gano'n. So, yun yung conviction na parang, "O sige, gawin natin 'to every month. I'll meet as much, clients as I can. I'll need to close at least 4 cases in a month." Mababa pa nga yun, eh, 'no, sa parang parang 1 a week lang yun kumbaga. So, yun yung naging declaration. And yes, it was very challenging at first. There were days na may kliyente ako na imi-meet. I have to borrow money from my mom para lang makapag-meet ng client. Parang gano'n. But then 6 months after, so July of 2018, I earned my first 6 digits ever in a month, no, sa kahit anong industry. So, nag-start siya from 4,000 ng November, July the following year, 6 digits na siya. So, posibleng mangyari. Kailangan lang talagang to have that conviction. So, I forgot what your question is na.
Hindi, I asked for parang actually nakalimutan ko din. Hindi, parang ano, hindi kasi parang parang
Mm.
parang you shared na ingin ng aso, narinig mo yan? So, you shared kasi from the beginning the reason why you stayed and
Mm.
stick with this kind of business because yung una parang may pantustos ka lang sa kotse and then now
Mm.
because you find it fulfilling for you to share and for you to help
Mm.
people with their financial goals. And then sinabi ko sa'yo na hindi ba parang privileged life of thinking yon na
Right,
you
right,
have that
right.
because in order for you to have that kind of thinking, you need to have that capacity and that support system and
Mm.
in
Mm.
which you answered nang hiram ka sa nanay mo para may
Yes,
pantawid
yes.
ka. Pero
Yes.
meron ba kakaiba kang ginawa? Because if you ask me, you mentioned about declaration, parang everyone has that eh. Parang everyone would
Mm.
say na, and I think it's part of all sales because I've been part of sales with real estate for, I mean
Yeah.
it may be for a short period of time, but you have that sales funnel, meron kang prospecting, meron kang, and then you end up with a very small kakarambot number of people you would able to convert into an actual sale.
Right.
So they know the principles, they know the knowledge, but what do you think you did differently aside from your support system?
Mm, mm. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Simon Sinek. So, yung book niya
No, I'm
about
not.
Start with Why. Okay. So, I think yun kasi yung ano, yun talaga yung I would always go back to this kasi I really believe na yun yung nangyari sa akin. Na I really started with my why. Out of all the industries, no? Kasi I can continue pursuing yung pagiging real estate agent ko na nawala ako na benta maski isa, by the way. I stayed with with a real estate company for 7 months. Not one sale, no? And then I can continue becoming a call center agent nga. And then there's this family business pa na I could actually help uh, I could help my family with selling the paintings kasi we have a gallery. My uncle have a gallery. Ganyan. So, pwede ko naman piliin yon. Pero why Pro Life UK? So, yun yung sinasabi ko kanina and I'm realizing that's why I'm sharing it, no? Na parang out of all those things kasi, dito ko talaga out of all those options, dito ko talaga nakita yung magiging purpose ko, parang gano'n, na feeling ko magiging sobrang malaking tulong ako at proud ako, parang gano'n. So, parang yung thinking na since dito ako feeling ko mas makakatulong, ganyan, feeling ko. And while I'm helping other people, kikita ako if I'm going to do it very, very well. No? So dito ako mag-stick. Parang ganyan. And also yung nandyan na rin kasi yung pressure from my mom, no? Mag-iiyakan ba tayo dito? Pero every time kasi na mag-share kasi ako sa True Life kasi I'm always invited to share my story, no? One of the reasons, one of the things that I always share is si mama kasi lagi, baka mapanood niya to. Si mama kasi lagi niyang binibilin sa akin na parang, "O ikaw nang bahala sa mga anak ko, sa mga kapatid mo, tulungan mo sila," yung mga gano'n. Yung mga pamangkin mo, parang ganyan. And siyempre may pressure, no? Para lalo na pag sasabihan ka niya na mamamatay na siya, malapit na siyang mamatay, parang ganyan. So parang, oh my God, so kailangan ko na palang maging successful talaga. So, kung ano mang industry yung piliin ko, kailangan I have to give it my all talaga. Na parang kung ano man yung piliin ko na industry, kailangan maging successful ako doon. Hindi pwedeng wala lang. Hindi pwedeng okay agent ka lang, hindi pwedeng magbenta ka lang kung kailan mo gusto. Kailangan itotodo mo. Kailangan ma-promote ka, kailangan maging branch manager ka, kailangan kang maging district manager ka, kailangan mo mag-MDRT. Kasi ang reason mo is because your mom nagbibilin na sa'yo na madededs na siya. So I guess yun din yung isa sa mga reasons, no? Na parang you have to know why you want to be successful here. Why you need to give it your all. Kasi madaling mag-give up pag pera-pera lang. Like for example, kung pera lang yung reason mo kung bakit ko gagawin. I mean, kung pera lang yung reason kung bakit ko gagawin ang ang pagiging True Life UK agent. Kapag dumating yung time na hindi na ako nakakabenta, mahirap sunod-sunod yung rejections, I could easily say na ang hirap naman dito sa True Life UK. Baka sa ibang industry mas madali yung pera. So, kung yun lang yung reason mo, kung pera lang talaga. Pero if you would anchor your goals, your dreams, your reason sa staying sa isang company dun sa why mo nga. So in my case, my why was I wanted to help as much people as I can sa financial wellness nila, and then on top of that, I want to be successful for my mom and my family. So kahit anong rejections, kahit anong challenges yung dumating sa akin, kahit na may mga pasaway na agents as a unit manager, I would always go back to, wala yung agent na yan. Mas malaki yung reason ko kung bakit ako nandito. So I guess yun yung ano, yun
So
yung
you're anchoring on the, and this is not about to be fair, to be fair with your mom. And nakita ko naman yung interaction mo between you and your mom and even your brother. Parang you have this comical way of commenting on each other's posts, lalo na especially you. Post ka and then your mom would react on certain things, and I know
oo,
how
grabe
she
yun.
would react. Pero so do you think that is the difference between you and the other folks, let's say na nakasabay mo with this line of work and then they didn't end up to be successful with it because parang they have a different understanding or they don't have that purpose or sense of purpose. Is that what you're saying? Parang you don't have that strong anchor for you to
Hmm.
keep on pushing through.
I guess you could put it that way. And also siguro yung gigil ko, just to say, no, there are a lot more agents sa True Life UK na mas matindi yung gigil kaysa sa akin, na parang sobra talaga yung success nila sa pagiging agent namin. Pero yun nga, what you're saying is compared sa iba, no, na parang ang nakikita ko, and I see this to some of my agents even, na parang yun nga, wala masyadong um, wala masyadong intense na desire to actually be successful in this business no matter what. Parang gano'n. So they always have a fallback. They always have a a plan B, an option two, na parang if I don't get success, if I don't become successful here, I can always be successful somewhere else. Sa akin kasi, if your mindset is always like that, then ang dali ngang mag-give up. Alam mo yun, na parang okay, ang hirap pala nito eh, o di sa iba na lang, parang gano'n. As opposed to, sige, mahirap to, there will be a lot of challenges here, pero I will stick with this, I will do everything that I can do para mas maging better ako dito. So, yun yung nakikita ko siguro na wala yung iba, na parang, yun nga.
So para what you're saying is what you've done differently is wala namang talaga special system, wala kang special
Hmm.
skill, wala kang special calendar na you have to follow or special routine that you have to do. Parang it's just a matter of tanggalin mo yung safety net mo and
Yeah.
then dun ka mapupush into doing, pushing really hard for you to do the best that you can do.
Yes. Oo. Well, with regards to the system, with regards to the special calendar, if you would compare my calendar and my system, there are other people kasi na mas maganda yung system kaysa sa akin. Pero if you would compare it to the other agents na not performing as at par with with the MDRTs, iba talaga yung itsura nung kalendaryo nila. Na parang you would see their calendars, ang daming blanco, na maraming days na walang activities, no? So it comes with that, yung sipag, yung yung desire, yung commitment, yung discipline na everyday magtatrabaho ka talaga. Pero magsisimula 'yon sa akin, magsisimula 'yon doon sa reason mo pa din kung bakit, 'no? Parang kung wala ka kasi nun, ang mangyayari sa calendar mo, okay lang na wala akong activity today. Kasi yun nga, hindi naman siya gano'n kaimportanteng trabaho for me, parang ganyan. So parang if I don't get to protect a family today, okay lang, parang gano'n. Sa akin kasi hindi na gano'n, na parang I need to protect like 4 people in a month minimum. Kapag hindi ako nakapag-close ng 4 cases in a month, medyo malungkot na ako nun. Kasi ang iisipin ko parang ang dami sanang mga Pilipino na alam mo yun? So again, medyo tunog etyos, pero kasi yun yung ano,
Yun yung
yun
purpose
na
mo
yung
eh.
conversation. Oo.
Exactly. Parang
Oo.
nag-shift na yun ang purpose mo. So, and it helped na knowing na wala kasing safety net na
Mm.
by hook or by crook, you need to make this work. And
Mm.
parang what you're saying is it's just really hard work and determination. The
Mm.
secret
Yun naman,
in order.
one of the things that I did when I decided to do this profession full time, no, is I talk to as much successful agents and unit managers as I can, and that's exactly what I learned, no, na wala naman talagang sikreto. Kasi you'd listen to them, yung mga alam nila, I already know. Alam mo yon na parang pwede kong gawin lahat ng mga ginagawa nila kasi alam ko naman na yun yung kailangang gawin. It's just that sila ginagawa nila ng mas maraming beses, ng mas committed, no, na they would attend trainings. I know I need to attend trainings. I know I need to meet clients na mag-present. Pero I would do it once a month, parang gano'n. Pero sila, they would do it every single day, parang gano'n. So what yun yung isa sa mga una ko natutunan na walang sikreto talaga. You just have to do it a lot more if you want better results.
Right. So parang you're saying na since you're dealing with people, there is no black and white approach. Parang there are a lot of techniques that you can get from different people, and it's completely up to
Mm,
you on how you'll be able to apply and
mm,
identify if this strategy works on specific person. So
yes.
I guess right now, if we have people who will be piqued or interested to join or take this path, be it as a full time or a part time income opportunity, and let's say you're talking to that yourself years back when you started as a financial advisor, what do you think? What can you share? Something that would boost them or give them a kickstart towards the right direction. The do's and the don'ts. Parang this is the 10 commandments of of a financial advisor.
Hmm, 10 commandments ng isang
Not
financial
necessarily 10, pero
advisor.
parang ganun yung
Ah,
intensity na parang you
right,
have to
right.
do this, you really don't have to do this. Parang ganun.
Mm. Um, Sabi ko nga kanina, marami talagang agents ang nagsisimula as a part-time agent, and that is perfectly fine kasi ganyan din naman ako nagsimula, no? So I was a part-time agent for 4 years, no? So okay lang 'yon, no? But in my experience, magbabago yung results mo as a life insurance agent kung ang habol mo is number of sales at yung kita, kung yun yung tinitignan mo sa ngayon, um, magbabago yon if you actually change yung mindset mo and yung commitment mo muna, no? So, marami ang gumagawa ng marami ang nag maraming life insurance agent ang ginagawa ito part-time, but yung commitment nila is full-time. Alam mo yon na after their 9 to 5 job, they would always meet a client. Parang ganon. So, kung gagawin mo siya part-time, you really have to accept na ganun yung magiging buhay mo. No? Kung gusto mong kumita ng malaki as a part-time agent, na you have to attend all the trainings, you have to improve yourself always, and you always have to commit na accept mo na since part-time agent ka, then you really have to have a lot of sacrifices. There will be a lot of missed na events, no? So yun yung isa sa mga naging challenges ko nung nag-decide ako mag full-time ng 2017 eh kasi ang daming gatherings ang hindi ko napupunta, mga friends na lakad, mga ganyan, barkada, hindi ko napuntahan. Pero ang kapalit nun is I get to do my job better, parang ganyan. So, kailangan mo ng gano'ng commitment, no? And, um, ano pa ba, pakinggan mo yung sasabihin sa'yo ng manager mo, no? So, uh, if I if for example, no, one of our audience tonight decides to try, no, test the waters as a life insurance agent, um, ako as the unit manager will always give him or her all the things that he or she needs to do to be successful. Ngayon, nasa sa kanya na yon kung gagawin niya or hindi, no? Kasi sa amin wala kaming employer-employee relationship, no? So, wala talaga kaming say na wala yung idea na pinapasahod kita so kailangan mong gawin 'to, parang gano'n. Walang gano'n, eh. We would guide you, pero at the end of the day nasa sa'yo pa din 'yan kung gagawin mo or hindi. So, my advice is kung kung mo yung pagiging life insurance agent, kung ano man yung tinuturo sa'yo ng unit manager mo, gawin mo siya. If you really want to be successful, parang ganyan. And yun, go back to your reasons, to your why. Start with your why talaga. Na
The purpose.
oo, oo. Kung pera man 'yan, kung pera man kung pera man yung reason kung bakit mo siya gagawin sa simula, no? Ask mo yung sarili mo para kanino yung pera. So, it could be for your child, it could be pang-aral ng anak mo, it could be to support your parents, your family. I don't know, baka meron kang gustong itayong business na feeling mo makakatulong ng malaki sa ibang tao. So, something more than just money. Para kapag dumating yung time na challenging na mahirap na, hindi madaling mag-quit kasi naka-anchor siya doon sa reason, doon sa why.
Okay.
So, yun. Mm.
Alright. So this is something that you will tell yourself na even yourself when you were starting before. Tama?
Yes, yes. Actually, yes. Kasi, going back 2014, my why nga yung kotse, no? So, ang result ko, pang kotse lang. Alam mo yun? So, parang pang-amortization lang ng sasakyan. So, if I would, I'm thinking if I would have changed my reason kung bakit ko gagawin yung pagiging life insurance agent, na parang yung reason ngayon na ganitong level, definitely yung result nun mas iba din. Hindi lang siya 5 sales a year, no? It would have been 5 sales a month agad kung iba yung reason ko.
I see. Pero, out of curiosity, since you mentioned something about, agent, being a good follower with your unit manager, and you also explained that there is really no employee-employer relationship between the unit manager and also the agent, that the agent needs to follow. Parang you will giving them a guide. And I guess what I'm banking on is, or what I'm trying to ask is, may office politics ba sa sa life insurance? Not necessarily true, but not, or not with your experience, but does it happen? Kasi I think, ako personally, it's one of the many things that I consider working eh. Kasi aside from the stress that you bring onto yourself because of um reaching that quota, and you have your individual aspirations, you have your personal goals, and then that goes anchored to your purpose. Meron pang
Mm.
external factors wherein merong and that happens with corporate environment. Does that happen with environment na wala namang employee-employer contract or relationship?
Oo. I would be lying if I say na wala totally, no? Kasi meron pa rin naman talaga. It's just not as lala as sa call center, for example. Parang gano'n. Kasi here in our industry, well, in my company, you can actually get promoted um, any anytime that you're ready na. Na parang as long as you were in my company, kasi you just need 12 people, no? Under you, and your entire team to sell 4 million. Parang ganon. So if you in a year, if you achieve that, then you are already qualified to be promoted as a unit manager. So, parang kapag nagawa mo 'yon dito sa amin, no, madaling ma-promote actually. Although some branches, they would increase their requirement, no. So iba lang ng onte yung iibahin nila ng onte yung requirements nila just for the benefit of of the team eventually. Pero parang usually walang pipigil sa iyo. Gusto namin actually na ma-promote ka. Alam mo 'yon? So, ang ano na lang, in my experience, ang nagiging challenge minsan dahil nga walang employer-employee relationship dito is that some people would actually see opportunities sa napasukan nilang team na feeling nila mas okay sa kabila, parang gano'n. So, there's the option to resign, which is yun yung maganda, no? You resign, and then you come back after 6 months and then move to another branch. So, pwede yon. walang pipigil sa'yo para gawin yon. Ang hindi lang papayagan is yung magmo-move ka ng agad-agad, parang gano'n. So there's that option. So here in my company, totoo talaga yung you actually get to choose who you want to work with, parang gano'n. So yeah, mas madali siya, mas madali siyang mas yung control sa mga tao, sa politics, medyo mas okay compared sa ibang industry. Na parang sa ibang industry kasi you have to wait for someone to resign before you get promoted, or may isa or dalawa lang na pipiliin para ma-promote. Alam mo yon. So kung sino yung mas close kay operations manager, for example, siya yung magiging team leader, yung mga ganon. So walang ganon dito sa industry namin kasi everyone can get promoted kapag ready na sila.
Parang your performance speaks for yourself, parang gano'n. Pero, compensation-wise, kasi I noticed, syempre hindi lang naman ikaw yung friend ko na with Pru and also with other insurance companies out there. Parang meron kayong mga groupings. You're part of Emerald Group, and then I've seen Lazarite, and I've seen other groups as well. May pagkakaiba ba sa packages or sa compensation?
Sa compensation, wala. No? So kasi yung aming commissions, based siya sa ProLife UK. So kung ano yung marireceive nilang commission doon sa certain product na ibebenta namin, that's the same commissions for everyone. Ang magiging iba is how each branch would handle their people. So yung kultura. So some branches, yun nga yung kinukwento ko, instead of 12 agents ang kailangan para ka maging unit manager, some people requires 25 people bago kanila i-promote as unit manager. Yung mga ganun. And then, dito, I shared kanina no, na you actually invest a lot sa business namin na to. So, some unit managers would actually give out incentives on top of the company incentives pa na hindi pare-pareho ng sa lahat. Parang gano'n. Like for example, there are branches who would raffle out cars, mga ganyan. So some other branches don't have that capacity.
Totoo, kotse talaga.
Yes. Oo, kotse talaga. So there are, on top of the travel incentives ni ProLife UK, may sarili silang pa-travel incentives sa mga agents nila. Parang gano'n. So there are also branches na may quota, parang gano'n. Na parang you have to sell this certain number of sales every quarter. Kapag hindi na hit, then you have to resign, and if you choose to transfer to another branch, that's okay. Parang gano'n. And then there are those branches na yung company retention standards lang. So yun yung nag-iiba-iba. Pero compensation wise wala.
So parang kasi nag-real estate ako. So parang subsidy ba tawag doon? Subsidy.
Sa company kasi namin, sa Pru, wala talagang as far as I know wala talagang binibigay si company na allowance sa mga branch managers, sa unit managers. So yung pera talaga comes from our commissions, from our override commission, from our team. So bahala na kami kung paano namin i-invest yon. Gusto ba namin na sasarilihin namin yung pera, or do we want to use some of those income to better improve pa yung team, or inspire and motivate yung team members by giving out incentives, mga ganyan. So, pero pera pa rin yun ni branch manager and unit manager.
So sorry to cut you short. So as a unit manager, wala kayong subsidy unlike agents?
Well,
wala binibigay si...
Meron. So you still receive your
allowance.
Your commissions. Wala kaming allowance. So
unlike
agents wala ding allowance. So you're purely commission based.
What? Now I'm confused kasi I'm seeing a lot of posts, and not from you but from other friends na parang I know na may quote and quote na parang this is not guaranteed, you get to earn this, pero meron kasi sila sinasabi na fixed amount na you earn on a month.
Yes.
You get
so this is actually a right. So this is actually a new program ng company namin, ni True Life UK. And the reason for this is because we want to attract agents who can actually do a lot more if they become True Life UK agent full-time kaagad. So, during my time kasi walang ganito. No? So, if you become True Life UK agent, whether gawin mo to full-time or part-time, ang kikitain mo lang is the commissions. So now, maraming mga candidates no na parang hindi nila magawa yung True Life UK full-time kasi they have yung mga fixed na pinagkakagastusan, for example. So they need their monthly na salary from their company. So hindi sila makapag-resign. Parang ganun. So, True Life UK came up with this amazing program na if you're 20 to 40 years old, college graduate, and have at least 1 year experience, you can be part of a program. Pero yung ano, yung allowance na ang tawag nito, yung program, yes, you can say that there is a I can say that there is a program wherein merong allowance, no? So yung amount I can divulge muna. But yung question mo kung saan nila i-base, no? Yung allowance na ibibigay is still based on your previous job, no? So for example, your previous job naman na pinagtrabahuhan is ang binigay lang sa is 20,000 monthly, parang ganyan. So definitely the program will not give you 50,000 monthly allowance. So ibibigay sa kung ano yung closest lang doon sa previous na trabaho mo.
Kasi so, on top of the allowances, yeah, imamatch siya.
Sorry
to cut you. So imamatch siya dun sa imamatch siya sa previous salary mo para you can give yourself full time to this and full commitment to this. Parang gano'n.
Yes, exactly. Oo, yun yung purpose niya. Now, on top of that allowance, you will receive the commissions that the regular agents would receive from their sales. Is there
caveat to this? I mean, since this is, how long is this going to run? Kunwari, you signed up. Is this going to run for the next 6 months only? For the entire year? How long is this going to be like a secured flow of income or the allowance or the program?
The program runs for 18 months. No?
18 months.
Yes. So you will be receiving allowance for the next 18 months. Now, yung allowance then, it's not going to be fixed. No? Na pare-pareho siya the entire 18 months. So decreasing siya. Okay? But kasi the reason behind that is because every time na in order for you kasi to receive then the allowance, there will be targets that you will need to meet. And one of those targets, syempre, is yung sales. No? So if you're going to hit the target every single month and you're receiving the allowance, eventually, yung allowance, magiging nonsense na siya, actually. Na parang wala na siyang kwenta kasi your commissions na are a lot higher na compared dun sa allowance na sinimulan mo. Parang gano'n. So if
sorry again, Francis, to cut you. So yung allowance, you have to hit a target first in order for you to get it, or is it the other way around? Na you will get it, pero you have to meet this target. Otherwise, we will decrease your allowance.
The allowance is based on the target. So you have to meet the target para ibigay yon. Now, yung program naman is you still get to receive that allowance if ma-catch up mo yung mga na-miss mo na targets the previous months. Parang gano'n. So, isang bagsakan ibibigay siya.
Okay. So, parang din, parang additional assistance pa din. Pero, the same is you really need to meet your target in order for you to be eligible for that. Not because na sinabi na, you get this, you automatically get it. You have to reach a certain target for that. Yes. Okay. All right. Unfortunately, we're running out of time. Francis, thank you so much for sharing, and don't worry about some of the things that we mentioned. Cut. May edit natin yan. But before I let you go, is there something that you'd like to share? I know that in your stories and your social media accounts, which I'll be posting in the description below, I know that you're sharing a lot of career previews. why don't you just quickly go over it and invite some of our viewers and subscribers?
So yeah, thank you so much una sa lahat, Jeff, no, for this opportunity. Thank you for inviting me to be part of your show. Yes, of your program, of your channel. So yeah, if any of you guys, audiences out there wants to actually consider no yung opportunity na meron kami dito sa life insurance industry. Feel free to reach out to me. Actually, I'm going to send Jeff a link later. So the link, siguro you can you can simply click that, no, and from that link you can select a schedule where you would like to join, and there we will actually show you what's waiting for you sa industry namin and how we will be able to support you. And that's one of the things that I promise naman, no, sa lahat ng mga magde-decide to try out yung industry na if you're going to join through Life UK, through my team, I will always do my best to give you the support that you need to be successful here. No, so yun. Also, yun nga, I know we have a lot of countrymen. Wow. Mga kababayan natin na naghahanap ng extra source of income. I don't know if it's a good thing, but I am very proud to say no na out of all the industries na heavily affected ng pandemic, life insurance and our industry, pagiging life insurance agent, kami actually yung isa sa mga iilan na nagawa pa rin yung trabaho namin in spite of the pandemic. Na medyo nakatulong pa nga, no? Kasi before, we had to meet our clients face to face para magbenta, no? But now, because of the pandemic, the insurance commission actually approved yung online discussion with the clients. So I actually get to close clients na nasa Davao, kahit nasa Quezon City ako. So it's a very good opportunity, lalo na ngayon, no? So yun, feel free to check us out. And then if ayaw mo na naman maging life insurance agent for whatever reason, no, but you really want to start your own life insurance policy and investment plan, please feel free to reach out to me. I'll also send Jeff a link wherein you can click na lang and then you can just schedule a meeting with me. No, so during this time, hindi natin alam kung ano yung mangyayari in the future, no, sa COVID-19 na to. So it always pays to be ready palagi, no, for whatever happens, critical illness, disability, accident, worst, death, no. So importante na we have this protection for our loved ones. So if you want to talk about that, if you want to talk about being protected and starting your investment plan, please feel free to reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to assist you.
All right. Thanks so much, Francis. And yes, I truly agree. I think either way, if you want to be both, if you want to take advantage of the having that insurance policy and as well as being a financial advisor, I think it's really crucial for you to do that right now. I can attest to this, and even Francis can attest to this because he's my personal financial advisor. And even these tough times, and then may mga certain incidents that you really just need to get that extra funds. And I'm really thankful that I have proof for that, and I was able to withdraw. And Francis can really attest to that. If that was just out of my own savings, nako, walang maasahan. So, yes, I will put the links in the description below. And again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Francis.
Thanks, Jeff.
You just watched an episode of Chef Circle. Share this episode to anyone you think would benefit from what we've covered today. Thanks for watching.